At 2:14 in the morning, Michael received an email that nearly destroyed his life. By sunrise, his biggest client was gone. By noon, his reputation inside the firm was collapsing. And by the end of the week, people were quietly discussing whether he would still have a job. The accusation spreading through the company was false. Completely false. Yet nobody cared. Evidence didn't matter. Truth didn't matter. What mattered was perception. Michael wanted to fight back immediately. He wanted to defend himself. He wanted to explain everything. Instead, he received a piece of advice so dangerous it sounded insane. The advice saved his career. It also destroyed the man attacking him. But before I tell you what happened, let's talk about a different man. A man who made the opposite decision. His name was Daniel. When someone attacked him online, he responded within minutes. When rumors appeared, he wrote paragraphs defending himself. When accusations spread, he worked day and night, trying to correct every lie. He believed silence looked weak. A year later, his business was dead. Not because the accusations were true, because he'd spent 12 months feeding the fire. Every response created another argument. Every argument created another audience. Every audience created another problem. His enemy never needed to defeat him. Daniel exhausted himself doing the work. Michael was about to make the same mistake. Then the older attorney stopped him. For 30 days, you will not defend yourself. Michael thought the man was joking. He wasn't. For 30 days, Michael would collect information, observe, document, wait. Nothing more. The first week felt unbearable. Every meeting brought new attacks. Every day, someone repeated the accusation. Every instinct told him to fight. Then something strange happened. The attacker became louder, then more emotional, then careless. The lies became bigger. The stories became more dramatic. The confidence became arrogance. Michael noticed something important. The man attacking him was no longer focused on winning. He was focused on being seen winning. And those are very different things. But hold that thought, because something similar happened years earlier inside a technology company. A senior manager wanted a promotion. One co-worker stood in his way, so the manager began quietly damaging the co-worker's reputation. Small comments, subtle rumors, strategic attacks. It worked at first. People believed him. The co-worker never responded. Everyone assumed he was weak. 6 months later, the manager was escorted out of the building. Why? Because while he was busy attacking one person, he left a trail of evidence behind him. Emails, messages, complaints, witnesses. Every attempt to destroy someone else slowly built the case against him. He spent months creating his own downfall. The same thing was beginning to happen to Michael's attacker. Every angry email revealed another inconsistency. Every accusation contradicted the last one. Every public outburst created new witnesses. Michael wasn't winning because he was smarter. He was winning because he wasn't interrupting his enemy while his enemy was making mistakes. Most people never understand this. They think power belongs to whoever speaks the loudest. In reality, power often belongs to whoever sees the clearest, and clarity becomes impossible when emotions take control. Think about the last time someone desperately wanted a reaction from you. Why did they want it so badly? Because reactions provide information. The moment you react, people know where you stand. They know what hurts you. They know what to attack next. Silence removes that advantage. Silence creates uncertainty. And uncertainty is a weapon most people underestimate. The human brain hates unanswered questions. It hates missing information. It hates not knowing what comes next. That is why attackers often become obsessed when they fail to get a response. They expected resistance. Instead, they found a wall. They expected anger. Instead, they found patience. They expected a battle. Instead, they found themselves alone with their own thoughts. 3 months after the accusation first appeared, Michael entered a conference room for what he believed would be the most important meeting of his career. The man attacking him was already smiling. He believed victory was certain. He believed the story was over. Then the board began reviewing evidence. Not evidence against Michael, evidence against the attacker. The room became very quiet. 1 email became 10. 10 became 50. 50 became hundreds. Contradictions appeared everywhere. Witnesses confirmed details. Records exposed timelines. The attack collapsed under its own weight. The meeting lasted less than 30 minutes. The attacker resigned before the month ended. Years later, Michael was asked what changed everything. People expected him to mention strategy, intelligence, experience. Instead, he described the hardest thing he had ever done: waiting, observing, refusing to react when every emotion demanded action. Because the truth is simple. Most enemies are defeated long before anyone notices. They are defeated the moment they become controlled by anger. They are defeated the moment they stop thinking clearly. They are defeated the moment they become so focused on hurting someone else that they stop protecting themselves. The dangerous people understand this. They don't rush. They don't chase every battle. They don't feel obligated to answer every attack. They understand something most people never learn. Sometimes the fastest way to lose is to react immediately. And sometimes the most devastating victory begins with absolute silence.